Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a very sensitive subject: the divide between Africans, whether Africans in diaspora or Africans that migrate to the Western world. Africans, their divide between Africans and Black Americans. All right. It's a very complex issue, but I just want to it's gonna be a long video. Please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification button. When I just want you to, even if you can listen to the video all the way to the end, watch and listen to the video all the way to the end. Make time whenever you have time. You watch the video and then you respond what you think. All right. It is no secret there is a divide between Africans and African Americans, depending on the term they want to use. Some African Americans, they just want to be called Black Americans. All right, so here I want to start. The divide exists in workplace, exists in social events, exists online, exists in all aspects of human interaction. All right, what causes it? If we have to ask, what causes the divide between African Americans and Africans? You have, I would say, what causes the divide, and I hope you guys will post on the comment section what you guys think. But I have to speak to the best of my knowledge. It's a terrible thing, but then again, if you don't have power over something, all you have to do is just, speak your mind about it, and then dialogue will ensue. So now, what causes the divide? I think is lack of knowledge on both ends. Yeah, I've talked about this before, but on a basic level, I think on another social platform. So one, that is how Black or African Americans view Africans. And then when they see Africans, they see a total different thing that does not include what they think of an African. Then also an African coming to America, there is a really preconceived stereotype Africans have on African Americans. Then when they come in, they use that stereotypical ideology to follow African Americans. So you see where the problem is coming. I'll give you for one example. An African, when I first came to America, I use myself for example. When I first came to America, African Americans are surprised to know that I have a nice house. I live comfortably. I watch the same TV show they were watching, like Jerry Springer, Maury Show, everything they are watching. So some of them will ask, "Well, do you have cable? Or do you have TV?" Some of them even think, you don't live in a house. You live in a tree. You live in a hut. This was early 2000s. So if you try to explain to them, yes, America might have everything much better than Nigeria, where I'm from, but some of the things you enjoy here, we enjoy it back home. It's just that you guys have a little bit more, or you guys have more. You understand? So they don't want to believe that because and you don't blame them. This is how they were brought up. They are brought up to know that Africa is like there's no water to drink, nothing. We live in trees. So when they have that in their head and they come in and they see this confident Black people from a different place that is not American, they are more confident than us, or equally confident as us. What is the drive? Why are they like this? Some of them will understand it. Some of them won't. What they will channel it is that, oh, you are acting like you're better than us. That's what they channel it. Then let me pause on the African American side and switch to African side. On African side, we go by what we see on TV. Then white people always portray African Americans, gangsters, robbing, crime, So, and then we have uncles, the first people that came here first. They start telling you things about African Americans. They are no good. They have kids out of wedlock. I'm telling you, this is the honest what is going on. That what goes on. So then, when you are coming to America, you already have those negative things planted in your head about African Americans and you approach it from that angle, not knowing that the simple cure to all this is that one, there is a difference between good and bad. There's a good African, there's a bad African. There's a bad African American, there's a good African American. African American. If we approach it from that angle, we are heading somewhere. And then there's an element of cultural disappointment to it. I was telling somebody, I just came back from Nigeria, right? I showed up to work, somebody was telling me how my trip went. I was telling them how my trip went. One of the older lady came and tell me that she's upset with me. I said, what do you mean? She said, yes, your ancestors sold us. Your ancestors sold us. So that's why we can't even know our way back home. So that one too is a very valid argument to make. So when they said that, you'll be speechless. I froze. I don't even know what to say. The only thing I said that I myself am ashamed of that part in our history because you probably would be my sister biologically, but slavery ruined everything. So that conversation ended, but I thought about it. So in all, there is a lack of understanding. And what feeds that lack of understanding is stereotype that have been consumed by both ends. You understand? I preach every time unity. I talk about South Africans and Nigeria getting united. We being unity, and I'm getting bashed mostly from South Africans and sometimes from Nigeria. So, and I'm saying something between African Americans and Africans. The idea that what unites us is much more stronger than what divides us. You understand? And going forward, now that I've just highlighted basic aspect of why there is a divide among African Americans and Africa. What can be done to solve it? I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. You that is watching, you can share it on the comment section. What do you think that can be done to maintain the peace between Africans and African Americans? So African Americans feel like all diaspora blacks are not giving them credit, for being the forefront of fight for liberation and all that stuff. Some aspect of African Americans saying that, and to an extent I agree. And then to Africans in diaspora, they have their own issues, they have their own reasons as well. So what can we do to unite Afro Latinas, African Americans, Africans, everywhere in the UK, let everybody get along. I'm not saying everything will be kumbaya, everything will be done in one day, but some of you guys are smart out there, very intelligent people out there. Share what you think can be done to bring some kind of unity. I've been promoting for Africans, the diaspora, to be coming to Africa. If there is no unity, a sign of unity, those things will never happen, because I remember telling some of my friends that African Americans that we don't hate African Americans. You guys can come to Africa and you guys know it's true. You in Africa know that we don't hate that. If you come to Africa, nobody cares if you're African American or not. Nobody cares because we are the same skin. The only thing, you just gotta come. Nobody cares. And still to this they don't believe it because they are consumed by that negative stereotype all of us have used to fence each other away from each other. So share your thought on the comment section. What do you think that will bring the unity between African Americans and Africans? So yeah, that's the video, man. If you have anything to say, as I said, share it on the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, watch all my videos, and then contribute to the unity of all of us. Bye bye.